So this week is just a personal log video. I have in mind a topic I want to do for my next video, but the timing was not very good. If you follow my Facebook page, or I don't think I said anything in the blog, but in my Facebook page I shared how it's been a really stressful week for our family, and the topic that I had in mind for my next video is kind of an emotional one for me. I did try to maybe I could talk about something else. Maybe I could, bring my attention elsewhere, but it ain't happening. So I think that for whatever reason, emotionally, I really want to talk about this next thing, which is PDA gatekeeping in the community. And part of why I think I have to do it is that I've noticed that I'm getting a little ragey and kind of jumping to emotional conclusions. I still do slow myself down when I talk, which has normally been a strength of mine, or one I've developed over the years. I don't really go on the attack without tempering myself a little bit. I lean towards being a diplomat, but yeah, I posted some things in my favorite PDA group. I like to get their feedback, but my emotions when I was asking a question were very intense, and so it just is not going away. I do need to talk about it, but I do need to give myself a little bit of time, because this week has been draining for our family. So just to tell everybody what that's about. My husband, as I've shared before, has complex PTSD, and a lot of things he didn't remember or was trying to suppress started coming up this last year, and that's just part of what we went through this year. But he still has things that come up from time to time, and that happened this last week. So it was very hard, because I'm doing better. I'm starting to do better. I'm starting to feel like I'm lifting up just inch by inch out of this, out of my burnout. But whenever a thing happens, it just kind of pushes me back down again. So that's what it felt like. I just felt exhausted. And then the kids, because of their PDA, were absorbing that and flinging it all over the place, and so that didn't help either. My mom was able to take the kids for a day and try to help. She's got her hands full too. So anyway, it's been a lot. So I really was hesitant to bring up an emotional topic during an emotional time. I do want to bring up my concerns in a way that are clear and fair and more journalistic, not just mudslinging or fueled by rage or something. So that's kind of what's going on in that regard. I wanted to share too that I have a new counselor that I meet with him over a televisit every other week, and he has years and years of experience with autism. And initially, I was still kind of nervous about that, because there is such a long-standing resentment in the autistic community by professionals. And so I was not sure what kind of experience he was bringing to the table. Is that experience is that experience where he's also learned from his autistic clients, or is that something where he's brought his own assumptions? And he does have some ideas that I don't share about. I don't even know if he recognizes PDA exactly. He didn't seem to take a whole lot of stock in it, but I still was you know what, I'm gonna give this a chance. He practices polyvagal therapy to help with anxiety. That's something I've never done before. He had some insight to share about what it's like to work with disability and also with the school system. And that was the main thing this week we talked about, was the school system. So I really enjoyed that, and I really appreciated what he did tell me about his experiences working with disabilities in the education system. And it kind of put some wind in my sails, because I have not had the energy to really tackle that for my kids right now. We're just home all the time. And so that was a really good thing. And other than that, you know, I'll kind of share more of what he shares with me as I have time to process it myself and think about it and see how his advice helps me. I do like to disseminate information and share it with people if it's helpful. Beyond that, I will cut this video short, keep it under 6 minutes as usual, or I think I try to keep it under 10 minutes if it's a personal log video, but I think that's the important highlights for now. So yeah, probably in the next 3 or 4 days, I'll have that video completed about PDA gatekeeping in our community. So thank you for watching, and see you guys again soon.